A glimpse into the hidden past. Imagine a forgotten city buried in the heart of the desert. Its legacy? Secrets guarded for centuries, scrolls and books that could change history itself. This is not fiction, this is Timbuktu. A forgotten fountain of knowledge, yet evoking curiosity and anticipation. It holds within her vaults ancient, dust-covered manuscripts pulled from a dark, narrow crevice. The city of gold and knowledge. Timbuktu was not just an ordinary city. It was a dazzling jewel of scholarship, wealth, and culture, known to many as the City of Gold. But what truly set it apart was the University of Sankore, a sanctuary of knowledge that began in the 1200s AD. This ancient university city was bustling with scholars, traders, and scribes in flowing robes in the past. The iconic Sankore Mosque stood tall, its towering minarets touching the golden sky. The jewel of learning built with the determination and vision of the Malian people, the University of Sankore was a hub for the brightest minds in the world. People came from distant lands, drawn by the city's reputation for unmatched knowledge in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. Scholars of renown sat legs crossed, discussing theories and drawing intricate diagrams on parchment under the dappled sunlight streaming through the arches of the great university. Quote from an ancient manuscript states, "To seek knowledge is to seek a treasure that no thief can steal." The language of the ancients, Ajami, and preservation. What made these manuscripts unique was the language they were written in, Ajami, using Arabic script to capture the soul of African languages like Hausa. It was proof that the thirst for learning had deep roots in African culture. This was deduced from close-up shots of manuscripts discovered with elegant, flowing script. It highlighted the complex mathematical equations and astronomical charts drawn by ancient scholars. The storm of colonization. But then, between the 1300s and the 1800s, the tide shifted. Europeans and West Asians came, some as traders and others with far more insidious intentions. The people of Timbuktu knew that the fate of their treasured knowledge hung by a thread. Armed foreign invaders arriving in the city. Scholars wear solemn faces in fear of the unknown. They mobilized their townsfolk for what's to come. These invaders had a history of burning libraries, just as they did in Kemet, where countless scrolls were lost forever. The Malian scholars wouldn't let that happen here. The guardians of knowledge in the face of looming destruction, brave custodians of knowledge devised a plan. They hid the manuscripts, burying them deep in basements, sealing them in attics, and placing them in underground vaults. Their act of defiance was both ingenious and heartbreaking. These old, hidden vaults were sealed, with manuscripts wrapped carefully in cloth. These people knew they might never see the manuscripts again, but they preserved them for the future, our future. Rediscovery, a legacy unearthed centuries later. Against all odds, up to 700,000 manuscripts were rediscovered. Each one was a window into a past rich with thought, invention, and discovery. Researchers lifted manuscripts out of the sand, their faces lit with awe. These manuscript pages contain detailed calculations and drawings of the night sky. The lessons of the ancients. These manuscripts shattered stereotypes. They proved that African scholars had a sophisticated understanding of mathematics and astronomy long before European colonization. They were not mere stories, they were evidence of an advanced society that valued wisdom above all else. A slow zoom into one of the pages shows an ancient mathematical problem, followed by a star chart marked with constellations. An extract from a history book cited that, Africa's mind was its greatest fortress, and its people were the sentinels of truth. An enduring message for today. The University of Timbuktu's story is one of resilience, ingenuity, and a deep love for knowledge. It's a lesson for all of us. Bravery is not only in battle but also in the quiet acts of preservation and hope. A young child in Mali today, holding a restored manuscript with wonder in their eyes, is a testimony to tenacity of his ancestors. These pages of history remind us that we are more than the stories told about us. The people of Timbuktu had the foresight to protect their legacy for us to rediscover. What will we do with this knowledge now? As admonished by a philosopher, knowledge is the greatest inheritance. Pass it on.